What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Or at least the ones that are here. I'm just gonna take that off. Oh, that's the wrong. I don't want that in there.
Hi.
Or at least the ones that are here. Oh, yeah. I should turn my TV off, too. Here we go. Who we got in here? We got Matt and Donald. We're not that late. Let's get our banners up. That's the wrong one. Why am I in Misfits? Oh, that's why. We don't want that one. We want this one. There's my husband.
There we go.
There's his face. All right. We're not that late. We'll give people a couple minutes to hop in, and then we'll start our live chat because it is our final countdown.
What does that mean?
Ready? It's the final countdown. There we go.
Oh.
Thought you were gonna leave me hanging there.
What is the final countdown for?
For us to be monetized.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We're at like 300 and some hours. Out of 4,000, that's a pretty big deal. But we're going to talk about some books again and our week. It was a little hectic this week, it felt like, but it's garden season, guys. We were going to plant today, but it's been raining and thundering all day. So maybe tomorrow we're going to start planting actually in the garden. Well, you'll probably be doing fencing.
Yeah.
And I'll be planting,
And weed eating.
Yeah. Definitely. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up when you come in. And I guess I should let folks on Marco know too that we're on since Misty's not here. Really quick. But welcome to Copper Kettle Farms live chat. We are always happy to be hanging out with our folks.
Yeah.
I know Skinner Farms was talking about being here. I think I was talking to them earlier this week. But do a quick reverse. Letting folks know that we're live. There we go. All right. So Matt, how is the little one? How is Ava doing? Nia sends me little videos of her giggling and stuff, and it's like one of my day brighteners. So let's see. We've actually had quite a few updates this week, I want to say. One of them just happened today that I'll talk about later. That's, for me, is massive, like big, massive deal. So can't wait to talk about that. I will say that Donald and I have been exploring some options for his work stuff. We found out that we went to Sykesville Farmers Market today. Awesome. I have never been to that one, but I mean, that's where I grew up, around that area. So that there was an opening, and I don't remember when it was we applied, but there was an opening at the local wastewater plant that Donald applied to. So what's that one? Literally a mile from the house.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that. If he gets that, then, that saves 2 hours a day, and he gets away from a toxic environment, and he gets to network more with locals, like local people that are on like the municipal board and stuff like that, probably. So I think that'll be good all around if he gets that. Fingers crossed. And even if you don't get it, there's 2 job openings at his current place that are promotions, so maybe he'll get those. But we haven't heard anything yet. Yeah, the Adams County Farmers Market just opened, or the Gettysburg Farm, it's called Adams County, just opened up last weekend, I want to say. We didn't go. I forget what we were doing. But we do want to try to go and support. It's getting more and more massive. which is exciting for Gettysburg. All right, so since we've got our 5 minutes in, we'll go ahead and start talking about some of the bigger items. So I started taking up a new project this, oh, it's been like a week now or something, where I started journaling daily, like actual written journaling. So I bought this really cool journal. It's hardback. You don't see a lot of those, like hardback journals. Most of them are like the moleskins that are more flexible. So I've been writing in this every day. And a lot of it's probably some of the same stuff I put on Facebook. But for me, it also kind of just lets me get some thoughts out somewhere. And I plan on doing one of these every year. I might try to see if I can stretch this one for this year and next year, depending on how often I write. We'll see. But I think this is important. I think this is important for especially later down the road to be able to go back and reflect, or family members to go through and reflect if they want, you know, if we have adopt kids or something, I don't know. So I actually have a link in the description for this exact one, and it comes in different colors. I just really love turquoise. So if Donald wants to hop and grab that link from the description for me below, if anybody's interested in
the
this.
journal?
Yeah, the journal. Then we are pretty happy, or I'm pretty happy with this so far. And yeah, I think it's like I still journal or plan to journal on like a written blog or something, but for more personal stuff, I think this is a good thing to have. And I'm enjoying it, getting my thoughts out in the morning, just getting them out, and then I can focus on my day. So that's a link to the journal if anybody's interested in trying out that one. Let's see. And then another book that I think is actually will be pretty useful for people that are doing anything that's creative, like all the YouTube channel stuff that we do as YouTube or homesteaders or YouTubers. This was actually a book that was recommended by someone who does YouTube. I think he was actually a doctor, and he started blogging and vlogging, and then I think now he's a full-time YouTuber. But he said this book inspired him the most. It's a New York Times bestseller, and it's about how to show your creativity, which is something that even I struggle to do as a marketer that does graphic design. I haven't read it yet, but I'm interested in checking out. It's called Show Your Work, and that link is also below. But it's supposed to show you ways to actually put yourself out there and really share your work like an artist, which is what we're doing as content creators. This is an art form, being able to express ourselves in an interesting way in video format. So this book apparently is really good at showing ways to express your art and be comfortable with it. So that's one of the main reasons I bought it. But hey, from Homestead, welcome, welcome. So I'm kind of excited about that book. But yes, Donald just posted the link to this, so check this one out. I'll let you know how it's going once I get into it. I've actually been getting into a lot of reading lately. Actually, Donald and I both kind of have. We're getting into some reading lately. There's 2 other links below. I just finished this week a book called Where the Crawdads Sing. And it's fiction, but it's like a murder mystery. But it talks so much about like swamps and the marsh and natural, like living with the land and stuff. So I really enjoyed it for how well it was written about the natural world. So the link to that book is below. I just finished that like 2 or 3 days ago, I think. And I just started a new one called Liberty, which is, I haven't quite figured out what it's about yet. I'm only like a couple pages in, but I know it's about a Black woman who I think does like voodoo or something, and her daughter like completely wants to go in a different direction than her mother, and it's during the Reconstructionist period, so you know, racial equality is not a thing yet. So I'm curious what direction it's going to go, but it's called Liberty, and that link is in the description below too. So Urban Bucket Homestead, hello. Now that's a funny name. It's like urban, but herb and bucket. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, Liberty is the one I'm working on now. And then I think after that, I'm not quite sure what I was going to read, but I think there's one called The Language of Trees or something that I really wanted to read. So, but yeah, there's the link to Liberty that I'm reading now. And then the other two books that I was talking about, the journal that I've been using to journal in the hardback. It's really nice lined papers and everything. And then the Show Your Work. This is supposed to help inspire you to show your creativity and be comfortable with it. The links for those are in there too. Oh, Susan. Oh, you changed your channel name. That's awesome. I love that. So how have you been? We've been having some issues with one of our goats lately, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. I'm going to try to give him an injection tomorrow to see if that helps, but he's like losing hair, he's itchy, and he's got like what do you think, like scaly skin or something?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. We're not sure what it is because it could be so many things, and he's like my favorite, so I'm like extra concerned, but I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out. We're gonna have to call a vet. Don't really have the budget for a vet, but that may have to happen. So there's that. And then I think my cousin's coming over to trim their hooves because I am one of those people, I don't like trimming like quartz nails or the goat's hooves because I'm always worried I'm gonna like hit something I'm not supposed to and they're gonna bleed. So I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather let someone else do it.
Sonia's trained.
Yeah. I just get very emotional if I hurt an animal. So that's not something I can really bring myself to do. But anyway. What else we got going on this week? I could talk about the Gary stuff. So I don't know how many of you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is. He's a really big entrepreneur, and he's pretty much like viral for his public speaking, motivational speaking, business advice, marketing advice. And I mean, he's massive. He's, a millionaire and stuff. And it's really hard to get his attention because he's a celebrity essentially. Well, he launched this project today. It is the best way I can describe it for people that aren't familiar with like the crypto universe is that it's a type of crypto, a digital currency that it's this project he launched. And I started joining in on this Discord server for it, which is basically like a big chat room. And I started developing really good relationships with people. And this is over just a couple of days to the point where now I'm a moderator on it. And this big name now follows me on Twitter. Well, because of all the hard work that me and a couple of other people were doing on this moderating stuff, because the server has 150,000 people on it, that I was gifted a free, we'll say like a free ticket to a new conference he's putting on called VCon for 3 years. I'm talking, this is thousands and thousands of dollars value that I was gifted today, literally right actually this evening for my work. And just within the week, I've been doing this for like a week. But we spent a lot of hours doing this. So that's a huge deal for me. So I will actually get to be at this conference. And he's already said he's bringing in massive names. I mean, it could be like Tony Robbins level or Damon John or Mark Cuban. Like it could be that level people at this conference for business people and entrepreneurs. I'm so excited. Yeah, there's a link to it, VCon. You can kind of get an idea for it. But I'm hoping I can win a ticket for Donald too, because you cannot get into this conference without a specific token that I was gifted today. So I'm hoping I can bring Donald. If not, he said he's willing to be a hotel husband while I'm at the conference, and then he'll just come to like the after parties and stuff. But it's going to be one a year for 3 years, and they're going to be not just in the United States. So we got to get our passports now, start putting some money aside for the travel. But yeah, I'm stoked for this. This is going to be a huge business opportunity for me. The amount of networking I'm going to be able to do, especially the more I'm doing my business, which is in digital marketing and website design, the more I realize that's not what I want to always do. I kind of just want to be a content creator. So I can build up to that. And then at this conference, I feel like it's just going to explode. Like the people that I'm going to be able to meet there, I think it's just going to be beyond my expectation. So now that gives me a goal. One, we got to get our passports. We got to save money for this conference, which I think we can probably make it a game with crypto to get the money from that for the conference. Because we want to do more crypto stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then 3, start working towards less service-based business and more content creation. So, I mean, this ticket is worth at least $3,000, at least minimum. Because what is ETH now? 3,000. I think like $3,000 per share or something. So yeah, it's massive. And it was just given to me. I'm just stoked for it. So that's my big announcement. I know we're only like 15 minutes in. Yeah, so 3,400 at least. But yep, I'm gonna take Donald with me because I love having him with me. Have you seen anything about Chia crypto? I have not. I've heard a lot about starts with an S. Shiba Inu crypto. I've been hearing a lot about Ethereum, ADA. There's so many. Like we sold our 𝙎𝙀𝙄𝙈 over the weekend. I think between the two of us, we made $900, which is now going to pay for us to get the garden fencing in, which we need because the deer like to eat our garden. So Donald's going to work on that tomorrow. I'm going to plant tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll at least have the basics, I think, on the outer edge of the garden, if we can, up so the deer don't eat our garden. So thanks to crypto for that. And now and then whatever's left over, we're going to invest back into crypto to build that up, take it out once those prices drop low, invest back in. And it's just back and forth doing it that way. Hey, Skinner Farms, we were just talking about you a little bit ago. Right now, the big talk is Ethereum. So we definitely want to put a little bit more into Ethereum. And then I heard some big name in the crypto universe he sold all of his, is either his Doge or Ethereum. I think it's Doge to invest in Tesla. And I'm not sure what insight he has on that, but I know that Tesla's stock dropped massively. And I feel like Tesla's stock is about to also increase massively. So it would make sense to do that if that's what's going to happen. No, we were just talking about how you're always here and that we miss when you're not here. Chia is why SSDs are going to get crazy. Oh, wow. Yeah, I actually just got my laptop back. The fan went up in it. But my computer guy was able to find a supplier in California this time instead of China. So I got it back fairly quick. I think the fans, honestly, someone was giving me guff saying, well, you just need a new laptop. And I'm adamant. This laptop is perfect for me. It is so fast and runs every program I could ever imagine because I specifically custom ordered it that way. The fact that the fan's going up has nothing to do with the computer itself. It's just, I think I live in a very dusty house, like the wood stove. I mean, even I had to clean off the dust off of this table because it's just constantly more and more dust. And I think that just gets in there and it like tears it up. It's supposed to be more green crypto using storage instead of processing capacity. Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about Ethereum. And I don't know how Doge compares to it. I haven't looked up the numbers on that, but I know that Ethereum is massive on eating resources. So I actually have a friend who paid me in Ethereum to do some voiceover work for him, like $300 in Ethereum. He builds machines specifically to mine Ethereum. And I think the machines are like $10,000 a piece. Like it's massive. So Yeah, I wish I understood more about the eco impact. I know that a lot of people are doing research on that on crypto, but I have not done a whole lot. I saw Kat posted something about it earlier. Hey, Sean in Alaska. Hope you've been well. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up when y'all come in, just to get it out of the way. We were just doing a little bit of nerd talk on crypto. I feel like last weekend we got suckered into talking about crypto a lot.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, people like talking about it. I will say, like, Mama Z, she's supposed to be in here later. She's at a church thing. She said she was going to be late. But we convinced her, not really, I didn't convince her. She just saw what I was doing in crypto and just decided to use, I think she uses Stash to invest in a couple different things, and maybe Robinhood. I'm not sure. I don't recommend Robinhood, but she put in $10. I think she's made almost 100, and she's on disability. That's massive for her. So I feel so good for her that she was able to make a little bit of money investing in like Doge or something. And so more power to her. I mean, if it can help even a little bit, I think that's good for her. Been great. Been a busy season for me. What have you been up to? I saw you were live the other day, and I think I hopped in, but I couldn't stay long. Skinner asked, how are you on hours now? I think the last I checked, it was 383. So that's why we titled this live The Final Countdown, because we're close. I was live with the goats for 3 hours yesterday, and then the camera went funky, but it was like 5 o'clock, and I was like, I knew I was going to turn it off at 7 anyway, so I didn't bother. But and then we had the live here, and then I did 2 videos this week, which I'm proud of. I don't know if you guys saw that I did a natural wound healing cream, and then I did a lilac simple syrup. Yeah, gas fees are massive right now, but they keep going up and down. Sometimes they get in a more stable place, but I think before I hopped on, I checked and they were back up. So, but I feel really blessed that I was able to get a VCon ticket, because I mean they're running at least $1,500 to $3,000 a piece. There's one guy. Let me. This is what boggles my mind. I don't know how many of you know, like the whole VCon Be Friends thing that Gary Vaynerchuk's doing, but there's a guy that bought, and if you think of these, they're like collectible cards, like Pokemon, bought 54 of these at like, we'll say $3,000 a piece. I mean, that to me just is like, and it's not all 3,000. Some of them went for a lot more. And I'm just, people make all that money with Ethereum, like in Doge and all that, and they can do that. I just can't. I have not been that lucky. We made enough to buy new fencing and pay for a couple things, and we're good. We're gonna keep investing though. Like, we're not done with crypto by any means. But Skinner Farm says, I was there for a while and then I had to take care of some stuff and I shut it off for some reason. Oh yeah, I think I did see you in there. Queen Boudica says, I like that song, Final Countdown. I should have. You know, it's funny. When we got married, that was our, when you walk down the aisle, that was our song for that. And we had it blaring, I think. People thought it was hilarious. Also, welcome, Queen Boudica. Sean says, I was live a few weeks ago. It was fun. I do not do it often. I'm raising laying hens from chicks now and opening up the land for a coop. Yeah, we want to start breeding Delaware soon. I think that's on our list, because we were talking last week, like we just got our meat chickens in. We haven't lost any more, right?
Nope.
So we lost out of 20, I think we lost 5.
Yeah.
Right. And to me, like, we're of the mindset, like, if we have to keep buying chickens, I know they're meat chickens like Red Rangers or Cornish Cross, but if we have to keep buying them, to us, that's not very sustainable either. So we want to grow a breed that is dual purpose, can lay well, and we can still use for meat. So we're going to try Delawares. And I think we're probably going to start breeding them within 6 months, maybe. So I'm kind of excited about that. So we might be only getting Delawares for a while. I still want to do Australorps and Americanas. We want to breed those as well. But for our first year, we're just going to do Delawares. Go for the crypto that would give you the best return on investment. Yeah. So we've been doing some research because we're on that Gary V Friends Discord. So there's a lot of really crypto savvy people there. And I've kind of started developing like a good friendship with them. So they've been sharing a lot. They've been teaching me so much information. We're still very much noobs on this, by the way, on the whole crypto universe. But I mean, we did pretty good for our first one. We're going to do some more research. And, you know, I've got my wallet all set up. So I've got stuff in there that we're pretty excited to play with. If I had tens of thousands, that would be great. But I do not have tens of thousands. Queen Buka says, my uncle and father met the guitarist in the 90s. Said he was the nicest ever. Oh, that's awesome. I'm trying to think if I've ever met any famous musicians in person. I've been to some good concerts, but I don't think I've ever met a famous musician. Have I ever told you if I've met a famous musician?
No.
I don't think I have.
I have.
Who?
Bowling for Soup.
I don't know who Bowling for Soup is.
Well, they aren't that famous.
I don't know who that is. Sean says his are Rhode Island Reds. He got 11. Misty's on her way. Hey, Papa Z. There's Mama Z. We were talking about you earlier. Hey, Backwoods Barbarian. Long time. I love that name still. I think I'm trying to think of the last concert I went to. I think the last concert I went to that wasn't like a local thing, like Colt Wilbur or anything, was I saw the Black Crows in Norfolk when my first husband was stationed on the naval base down there.
We got some Bowling for Soup fans.
Do we? Mama Z says she met Chris Daughtry. Is Orion in here? There he is. Hey, Daniel. I got to see Jethro Tull in concert. That was probably my favorite, just because it was in Baltimore and there was like a huge thunderstorm. It was at Pier 6. It was an outdoor arena or whatever. And a huge thunderstorm had just rolled in to the point where the whole sky was red. I mean, it was weird how red the sky was. It was like blood red. And we were just soaked and raining and playing in the mud, sliding in the mud, listening to great music. And it was just, that ambiance was amazing. Now, my favorite concert beyond that, I went to Lollapalooza when I was 16. And that was Metallica and Soundgarden and Rancid. I mean, it was nice. Had a lot of fun. If you give me a good Bowling for Soup song, I will look them up and play it. How does everybody know this band but me? How do I not know this band? Would I know a song by them?
You probably would. Let me do a little thing here for you.
So I guess I need to learn this band. I can't wait till we get monetized because I'd like to start playing guitar on my lives again. I haven't done that in forever because every time I play a Johnny Cash song or something, I get flagged for copyright. So,
all right.
Jethro Tull is your all-time favorite band. Now, what's your favorite song by them? I have a couple. Aqualung's definitely a good one. Locomotive Breath. I don't know. Bungle in the Jungle. There's quite a few.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Are you playing it now on the live?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, no, don't play it on the live because we might get flagged.
Oh, well, fine. You know what? Fine.
We'll play it later.
Fine. Yeah. Backwoods has it right. They were kind of like a soft punk rock.
Oh, okay.
Probably like Blink-182.
See, in high school, though, I was really into a lot of heavy metal, like Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse, Sepultura, Slayer. Like I was into a lot of the hardcore stuff. I didn't really listen to a lot of, back then it was like alternative. I guess the mellowest I learned I really loved Alice in Chains. I think Alice in Chains, Lane Staley is one of the best vocalists.
Thought you were going to be like, I don't listen to that soft crap.
Well, I probably did, but it wasn't like my main listening. So.
What's it? It's not a Bowling for Soup song.
Like Blink-182. Yeah, I know them. Just didn't listen to them a lot. I don't know why I got into such hard stuff in high school. I think it was a protection mechanism. Like when I got into high school, I was mellow. I mean, I listened to a lot of classic rock like Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, because that's what my dad listened to. But once I got into high school, it was, I don't know, growing up an only child until I was 14 anyway. And growing up a country bumpkin, you don't really know how to socialize in school because you're just out in the country and you're, you know, with country bumpkins like you, it's different. So when I got into high school and I took a guitar class, there's a lot of metalheads in there. And it was like, to me, that was a protection blanket for me. And I loved the music. I mean, the music's phenomenal. The guitar riffs are legit, but I think it was a community I could get into because I was different and felt safe in, because people didn't want to mess with the scary girl with the spikes around her neck or the leather jacket and stuff. So I think that's probably why I got into it. And then I just fell in love. Like White Zombie was one of my favorite bands. Rob Zombie's still one of my favorites, but what? Am I behind? I am behind. What are you looking at me for?
Oh, you're getting brave, backwoods.
Oh, me? I'm 41.
Yeah, she's 41. She's older than me.
Only by 5 months. Thank you. Yeah, I'm 41. I was born in 1980, so I'm an 80s baby, but I don't feel like 41's really old. I'm seasoned. I've got the gray hair, sure, but I think that gives me a little sauce. A little spice into it.
I listened to Kitty.
Oh, I remember Kitty. I think Kitty was after high school, though. Wasn't it?
Was it after high school?
I think it was. Have I ever heard of Bauhaus? Yes. I listened to them some. Like Bela Lugosi's. See, I was big into vampire stuff in high school, too, only because I played Vampire the Masquerade. That's when I started getting into gaming, too. So White Wolf Gaming. I didn't really play Dungeons and Dragons until I met you. So
I guess it came out in 2000.
Yeah, I remember Kitty being after. Yeah, Megadeth I listened to a lot. You graduated high school in 1980? Yeah, I graduated in 98. So but I really appreciated growing up in the time that I did, because the 80s was very much and I don't know if it's because there was such a hard time for farmers back then. And I grew up, my grandfather was a farmer, my dad was a farmer, and appreciating how much you had to rely on family because of how bad things were for farmers in the 80s.
Great cartoons.
We had the best cartoons in the 80s. He-Man, G.I. Joe. And then the 90s was like this big technological advancement for the world with the internet. And so I got in on the ground floor. Like I was on Prodigy in the 90s. Like 94 was my first internet account. And I remember my username. It was Soundgarden9 because I was, again, big into rock music. And it was on Prodigy. And then I switched to AOL, and I was on AOL forever. So yeah, the 80s and 90s were a great time to grow up, in my opinion. Well, 80s if you were in the country, or if you were more like blue collar. I think 80s in like, I don't know, like the higher ups where it was like big in cocaine, I think in the 80s. Like that I don't think was good, but.
Well, also Nintendo came out.
Oh yeah, was it 80?
85, 86?
85, I think. I remember, and we still have, what do we got? We got my Nintendo, my Nintendo that I got when I was 5 years old. Super Nintendo 64. I still have my Atari 2600. It still works. I've been trying to get Donald to hook it up. It's kind of hard to hook up to the modern TVs. You have to have like weird adapters and stuff. But I still have my Atari, still have games for that. And then I think after Nintendo 64, I just stopped with the console games. I think I went mostly to PC. I played a lot of like Half-Life, Counter-Strike Source. Love it. Still play it when I can. And then Donald, when I got with Donald, he showed me the world of the Xbox. And now I love Skyrim and Call of Duty. Like I love them.
83.
83.
That's
Wow.
when it came out.
Hey, KYX Files. KYX Files. Am I missing anybody else to say hi to? Queen Boudica, I want to hear you sing Megadeth sometime. I think that would be awesome. 9 Inch Nails is playing in Chicago this fall, and I'm not going to be there, and that makes me sad. I'm so envious of people who grew up in the 80s. I've seen home movies from my family, and it looks like a different world. You know, home movies in the 80s were the best. They honestly were. I have an aunt, my dad's sister, that I think has a lot of us as kids on VHS. Like, there's videos of me helping to butcher chickens on the farm as a kid, and she will not let anybody have copies of it. And it's just like, I don't want to say it's devastating, but it pisses me off, quite frankly. Like, why are you going to be that petty about that? But, you know, whatever. I want those videos, though. So we grew up in both analog and digital. It's watched and experienced. Started. Yes, that's this right here is exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. You mentioned your dad. I remember, what did you say? I was working on the 4-wheeler yesterday and the live shut down. Yeah, and Dad was mowing too. I kind of felt bad during the goat cam yesterday because it's just like lawnmower sounds the whole way around. Zelda, yes. I still have my original Zelda. You know what's funny about Zelda? I have the gold cartridge on Nintendo. It was my original one from when I was like 5 years old. I never beat level 7. And I think it's still set up because didn't we played it and did a live Facebook like last year. And I think I need to do that. I think in order for my life to be complete, I need to beat level 7 and actually beat Zelda. Okay. Like, this is a continuing story from like 1985. Why I have not done this? Oh, that's Denny. Hey, Denny. I didn't know that was you. What am I thinking? Now, I did beat Zelda on Nintendo 64, and that was such a fun game. That was another game changer. Hamilton Farm, hello. How about ya? Oh, yeah, there you go. You went hunting and got a bear, and in the evening I was shooting zombies. I haven't gotten into VR yet. That's something I actually want to get for Donald, maybe this year for his birthday or something, so we can start experimenting more with the VR stuff. Because you can do it on your phone, right? You get like a thing and hook your phone up to it?
Well, I think there's a deal you can do that, but there's another company, I think it's Oculus, where it's you have the whole system.
Doesn't Facebook own that, Oculus?
Probably.
Yeah.
Either Facebook, Amazon, or Google.
Yeah, I would love to get Donald into VR, so maybe I should bug you back with Barbarian about what I would need to get to do that. But if you break my TV, you're buying me another one.
Okay.
TJ Miller, hello.
Fair enough.
Did you need me to rent Donald out to you? As we were discussing on Brett Broussard's Facebook post.
What? I'm being rented what?
Nothing. You just stay over there. Get one and not the crappy phone one. Okay. How come your aunt won't give you copies from the 80s movies? I don't understand. You know, I feel like it's probably the same reason people don't share recipes. There's like some tangible value. Like if they share that, like I don't even care about having the originals. Just give me a digital copy on a DVD of these videos that maybe it's like a power play. You know, well, I have the originals. I have the recipes. You don't. I'm taking them with me to my grave. Like I don't understand the mentality. If somebody wants a copy of something from me, I will gladly give it to them. I feel like sharing the wealth. And this is someone, I'm not blasting any religion here, but when you tout Christian values and you play organ for the church, I feel like you should act Christian values. And I feel like that amount of greed and pettiness is pretty much not a very good Christian value. Back me up on this, Mama Z. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, Stringfield Ridge Farm. Welcome.
Okay.
Oculus Quest 2. Okay.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, we're getting Oculus Quest 2.
How much is it?
$300.
That's not too bad.
It's cheaper than Xbox.
I've seen that kind of stuff. in companies. My value is what I know and you don't know. It's really, yeah. Yeah. So TJ Miller wants to know if you've had any new books to listen to.
No, I'm actually still catching up from the ones I've already got. But I will say this: if you guys want a good soil book that has a good narrator, Teaming with Microbes is a great read.
Who did you say he sounded like?
He sounds like Casey Kasem.
Okay, Casey Kasem.
From back in the day, from Scooby-Doo or the Casey Kasem Countdown.
God, you're old.
Be quiet. But yeah, it's a very easy read. Goes into the science of it really, really good, really well.
I did mention earlier before a lot of you guys hopped in here, and there's links in the description for these as well. So I started journaling again. This is a really pretty, and it comes in different colors, hardback journal that I've been kind of utilizing to do my daily journaling and just kind of get my thoughts out in the morning. So this is something I've kept up with it every day that I kind of took on, but I bought it off Amazon. There's a link below if you want to check that out. And this book, if you guys have a YouTube channel, there was a guy who was a doctor who then became like a blogger and then became a content creator on YouTube. And he says this book, and it's a New York Times bestseller, is so important to him for understanding the value of showing your work as an artist or as a content creator and how to express that creativity and know that you can do it without, like for me, like when you're overweight or something, you have reservations about being in a public eye. So this kind of helps you with that. So I'm really excited. I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited for this one. It's a small book, but there's a link below in the description if you want to check it out. It was really recommended for people that are content creators. So something to look at. You have 12 journals. Thank you, Backwoods. Thank you for hanging out. Just catch. Oh, Drops is in here. Hey, Drops. And then there's 2 other books in the description. I did finish Where the Crawdads Sing, and that was actually pretty good. I really liked that book because it does a really good job describing the life and foliage in the swamp. Like, it's really well written, very descriptive. But it's a murder mystery. It's fiction. And then right now I'm reading a book called Liberty. And again, all these are in the description, which is about a young Black girl growing up in the Reconstruction era. So I'm not entirely sure what it's about yet, but we shall find out. Thank you for hanging out, Fermented. I really appreciate it. But yeah, we will be planting probably tomorrow. Well, I'll be planting and Donald will be putting up fencing tomorrow. That's kind of our week this week is planting, making sure all the fencing's up. And I don't know that when the chickens will be ready to merge, the Delawares with the main chickens. What do you think? I'm not sure.
On when?
Yeah.
Probably a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks. And then
I'm leaving them open so that they can all mingle a little bit
to
get used to each other. And then I'm going to try to drag them over there.
And then I think we'll probably put the meat chickens out in a couple weeks too.
Probably in 2 weeks, yeah.
In 2 weeks. So they'll be roaming around the property in a chicken tractor with a electric fence that we move around with them. So, hey, Quebec Homestead and Heirloom Permaculture. Thank you guys for stopping in. So Stringfield says she has 12 journals. She has one for different aspects of her life, work, faith, kids, and memories. That's really cool. I don't know that I could keep up with 12, but I'm glad that I'm keeping up with one. That's my goal right now, is to keep up with this one. And it's so pretty. I mean, look at that. I love the color. It's got lines. It's got your little bookmarky thing. And it's hardback. It's just really well done. So yeah, the link for this, if you want to copy different colors, it can come in. I'll probably do a different color every year. Oh yeah, congrats, Quebec. Walking the Spirit Zone. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up when you guys come in. It helps us out a lot. We're really trying to I think we're down to 380 some hours right now. So we're getting close. It's that final countdown for sure. My goal is June 1st to hit monetization hours and then to keep churning out those videos. We did 2 this week. Natural wound healing cream, how to do that, and how to make lilac simple syrup. We have a couple in mind for this week as well. So my goal is at least a minimum 1 a week plus the live, but I'm trying to get to 2 a week. Wednesdays and Fridays is when we're going to start putting videos out. I think that's about it. I think we are getting the goat's hooves trimmed tomorrow. One of our goats is not, I don't know how many people in here have goats that are in here right now, but one of ours is just losing fur left and right, and he's got this really scaly skin. So I've been trying to research what it could be. It could be so many different things though. And it's like, well, where do you freaking start? So I put some silence on him thinking it might be mites again because he's had those in the past, but I don't think it's that because he's still losing hair.
We can probably do the oil.
I might lather him with some olive oil or something. And then I might give him a drench of ivermectin or something. We'll see. I'm worried about him though because that one's my baby. He likes to sleep in my lap, and I don't want him to die. So, one of your clients calls you a goat. I don't think I have any nicknames for my clients. Don't think. Not to my face anyway. Oh, and for some of you new people, put a hand emoji or a thumbs up or something if you guys know who Gary Vaynerchuk is. I talked about it earlier, but I know we've got a lot more new people in here since then. So give me a thumbs up if you know who that is. And I'll wait till that goes through. I know that StreamYard's a little behind on it. In the meantime, what else we got going on? Donald hasn't heard anything about the promotion yet. I think they closed the position on or taking applications on Friday. So I'm hoping that he gets an interview this week. And then the next position he applied for, which is locally here in Gettysburg, closes the 24th. So I assume the 24th, after that, he'll get called in for an interview for that. So I really hope he gets the Gettysburg job just to get out of that toxic environment. And it's only a mile from the house. So that saves us 2 hours of drive time every day. Yeah, I have some clients that are quite a few years too. I mean, I get new clients every month. So who really knows how many I've got at this point? Who did you say? I missed the name. Lee was talking. Gary Vaynerchuk. He's a big marketing guru, millionaire guy, kind of like Tony Robbins, I guess. He cusses a lot, if that helps. He says the F word a lot, which I appreciate. I know not everybody does, but I am an appreciator. Appreciator? Is that a word? You're an appreciator. I appreciate.
You're an appreciator?
I'm an appreciator of that word.
You're a connoisseur?
I'm a connoisseur of foul language. Anyway, for those that don't know, I guess it doesn't really necessarily matter, but this evening I won. I didn't really win. I was gifted a ticket that is good for this is like at least $3,000 value. I was given this evening by some friends that I made just this week. I didn't know these people last week. To go to his VCon, which Donald posted in the description. Every year, free ticket. And he's going to bring in some big names. I'm talking like Mark Cuban, Tony Robb, like big names he's going to be bringing into this. So I am stoked because I think, and I was telling people earlier, but I'll mention it again because it's something I really want to manifest is I kind of want to get away from service-based business. I'm still going to do it. Like I love doing web design. I love doing social marketing, but I don't want that to be my main source of income. I want to do it because I want to do it into content creation. So winning this ticket means I've got, well, one, I got to get a passport because they could be anywhere in the world. There will be one in the US, I'm certain. So I'm hoping the first one will be in the US. I won't have to worry about the passport, but I'm going to go ahead and get it now. And then we got to save up the funds. Donald's going to go with me. I don't get an extra ticket for him. Like Gary Vaynerchuk literally told us he will not even let his mother in this conference unless she has this specific token. So the fact that I was gifted this token is a massive deal. So Donald's going to go with me, but he's probably going to have to be hotel husband unless I can somehow get another ticket. But yeah, it's a $3,000 at minimum value that I was given today for this ticket to go all 3 years to this VCon.
We'll have the Oculus for that so that I can play that in the hotel.
Sure. Whatever.
Break their TV.
If someone doesn't have at least 50 clients, I don't want nothing to do with it. So you are you meaning you don't want to deal with new businesses, I guess? I assume I have 50 clients, but my business is just me. I don't think I could handle much more than that, if that. Like that would be a lot for just one person. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I finished building the beds this week. Now I'm building up where they go. Well, that's cool, Skinner. Hey, Naked Gardeners, welcome, welcome. And the overworked gardeners in here. I think I caught up. And yeah, so that was my big announcement for today, was winning that, or actually just being given this token to go to all 3 years of this Gary Vaynerchuk conference. I'm pretty excited about it. While we're heading towards the end of our live, though, I might as well do our channel shout out if Mama Z or Donald want to grab the link for that. We like to pick a channel to shout out every live to help support the community. And our channel shout out for today is 13 Moons Homestead, who released a really cool video this week. If you are comfortable with seeing someone who celebrates alternative spirituality in their gardening, it's worth checking out. I adore her channel. I think she's adorable. And I really like supporting people that have alternative views in various things. So that is my channel shout out today, because I really appreciate what she was doing with her channel. Got to get her other level overlay. And
she has pretty good cinematography.
Yeah, she did pretty good on her cinematography. Yeah, I've been trying to work on ours a little bit, and yeah, she did a pretty good job.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I'm trying to up our game a little bit. It's going to be a process. I'm definitely upping the video game and the sound effects and how things transition, like overlays and stuff. But I mean, you just learn. Link not found.
Which link?
Maybe both of you guys. Maybe just copy the YouTube link, or maybe without the heart or something. I don't know.
I'm checking. Yep, not found.
Should I type? Oh, just type in her name in YouTube, maybe.
And that's
and then link it.
13 Moons.
13 Moons. I thought I had linked it right. Maybe I accidentally deleted a character or something. So we're gonna fix that. 13 Moons Homestead. Donald's gonna grab it. There she is. So yeah, I feel bad for her because here's the thing, and this might be a little controversial, and I don't mean it to be. I feel like when she posted this video, this was kind of her coming out that she's not Christian. And I'm very much accepting of so many different religions. I love learning about them. I love supporting Christians that are, Mama Z's passionate about her Christianity, and I love it. And Teresa at Stringfield, very passionate about her Christianity, and I love it. I support it. But I also support these people that do these different religions. And when she posted this video, like, she dropped subs because people were like, I won't support these alternative religions. And I felt so bad because to me it was like, well, what if that, what if it was a Christian? and people just kind of just dropped because, well, and there are a lot of homesteaders out there that are very much vocal about their Christianity and their spirituality. And I'm not going to unsubscribe to them because of that at all. Like, that's part of what you do and who you are. I like you for you. It doesn't matter what your religion is. I didn't like you because you were a certain religion. So I felt bad for her. That's one of the reasons I chose her as the channel of the month, or the channel of the week, because I do appreciate the diversity there. I love learning other people's beliefs because I think globally, as long as we're doing good things and not bad things, it's all good. So that's one of the reasons I picked her for this week. Yes, drops. I agree completely. There's a lot of overlapping on so many different religions. So to shun one is shunning the part of another that we may not even be realizing it. So your garden would not be what it is without us. Wait, what? Or is he talking to somebody else?
I think he's talking about the Naked Gardener.
Yes, them. Their soil mix, I've heard, is legit. So if you don't follow the Naked Gardeners, you should be following them too. Yes. Mama Z says, it's very unchristian-like to be that way. Yeah, it's like when doing business, you don't ask somebody what their political party is or what their religion is. Like, that would just be weird. But it sucks that people really didn't want to give her a chance to learn from her gardening perspective just because she's a different religion. I just find that very weird. Well, no, I don't want to get too deep into the religious discussion at all. Like, we don't discuss religion on our channel specifically for that reason. It's always going to piss somebody off. And we don't discuss politics on our channel. Same reason. You could say the sky is blue, you're going to piss somebody off. So it's just not part of it. We're not here for that. That's our politics and our religion are us too, and that's it. It doesn't have to be anybody else. I also have access to vegetable compost, organic compost. Yeah. I actually did a poll on LinkedIn drops because you mentioned you don't discuss politics with clients either. I did a LinkedIn post 2 weeks ago or something. And I asked, do you discuss politics with clients? Because I've been seeing a lot more politics on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, for me, that is where you network your business. That is where you make contacts with your business. And people were talking about their political beliefs. And I'm like, so I asked, would you discuss politics with your clients? And I want to say it was like 80-20, which I was surprised it was even at all. Like 20% of people said yes, they do, and they would. And I'm like, why? But I guess some people are just that adamant about it. I don't know. Thank you, 𝙒𝘼𝙔𝙎. She said we're spot on. You don't need to mention Donald. Anyway, so we will be putting out some more videos this week. I hope you guys really liked. Did you guys watch the lilac? I see you like making weird faces at me. Did you guys see the lilac video and the wound video last week?
What's wrong, baby?
I know, don't touch me, weirdo.
Baby, what's wrong?
You're so weird.
What's
You're
wrong?
so weird. I thought the wound care video was pretty good. I had fun with that one. I really liked the intro on the lilac video, though. I tried to do like an old filming, like an old silent movie intro for the lilac video. But
My idea.
I think it was our idea. Who does all the editing? Oh, that's me.
Who gives all the great ideas?
Me.
Exactly. Me.
So I'm trying to edit.
Me.
I know one this week is going to be the shed delivery, like the studio delivery, and what progress we've made on that. Which was me. I'm not sure what the second one's going to be. It may be the water bear one. We'll see. I have to order some microscope slides. Actually, do you know if the microscope comes with slides? You opened it, right?
I don't know.
Well, that's great. Thanks for not knowing.
Oh, they're here.
You have to look up here.
No, I don't. I'm looking right here.
No, you need to look up there to look into the camera. Why are you so weird? Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight.
Actually, I forgot to do something.
What'd you forget to do? Brett's not here for you to do that, weirdo. Thank you guys for hanging out with us again. We really appreciate you hanging out with us every weekend. And we hope that you will join us next Sunday. If you could, we are about 380 hours away from monetization. We've got the 2 new videos out this week. We've got some lives you can look at. We've got everything in a playlist called The Whole Shebang. You can run it. But we're going to really focus on putting at least 1 video, if not 2 out a week. So that we can actually have content for you guys to watch. So if you guys have a topic you want us to cover, especially Donald, he's overdue on another soil video. So give him homework to do. Like, pick his brain. You're so weird. Then, let me know in the comments. Send us a message on Instagram or Facebook. Leave a comment on this afterwards. That would be awesome. You're leaving out for a 2-day trip. I'll run your videos. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, dandelion lilac tea. Oh, that's nice. I've actually got some lilac or violet and dandelion oil that I'm going to sift out tomorrow and store. Albany Mountain Homestead, welcome. But yeah, so 380 hours. Our goal is June 1st. I think we will probably make it by then. I think it's a good goal. So we're just going to keep plugging at it. How about soil and your container garden? That'd be a good one. You could do that.
My container garden. How did you know?
What?
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 I'm just making random things.
I don't know what you're doing.
It's me.
You guys see what I have to live with? I mean, anyway. I bought a still so I can make essential oils and tinctures. Are you going to sell them? Because that would be awesome if you do. You try every week to ask him about soil. You do. Give him homework.
To make essential oils.
Growing my red potatoes in bags this year. We bought potatoes to plant. I don't know where they went. I don't know where we put them after we bought them. So I guess we're going to have to buy new potatoes because I don't know where they went. They just disappeared. I think we bought them right before we got COVID. And then we got sick. And then I don't know where they went. They could be anywhere just rotting somewhere right now. I have no idea.
Screw this place.
I wanted to ask why you infused the violets in the Neosporin stuff. The violets actually have skin healing properties for like rashes and stuff. A lot of people I don't think know that. So I figured while I had the violets, I didn't really have enough to do another set of jelly, but I think I had enough to just infuse a little bit in oil. I set it in the windowsill for 2 weeks and let the sun kind of help slow infuse the oil. But violets are actually fairly good for your skin. So I figured, I had it. And I read that it could even help psoriasis, and that's kind of one of the main reasons I made this salve for myself. I have a bad patch of psoriasis on my ankle. It's the only place I have it, but I mean, you can even ask Donald. It can get bad sometimes on my ankle, so that's why you don't have to infuse it. You can just do olive oil, but I figure while I had it, I would do it. I think the violets are all gone now, and the dandelions are about all gone. So I might try to do one last harvest tomorrow while I'm in the garden, and then
lilacs are gone too.
Lilacs are gone, but there's like always new stuff coming out. Like the lilacs are gone, violets are gone, dandelions are gone, but we're about to get the mock orange. We're about to get black walnuts this summer. So there's always something new to play with that I'm really excited about.
And pears.
And honeysuckle. The honeysuckle's starting to come in. I am very excited about what I could possibly do with honeysuckle. So your daughter has eczema and she's having a horrible flare. Yeah. When I first made the salve, I had it before it solidified. I put some on my ankle. I mean, it felt so good. I even had Donald feel it. Just those oils absorbing in my skin. They felt really amazing. So. Yeah, Neosporin. What I don't like about a lot of petrol-based products like Neosporin or Vaseline is petrol is more like it encases your skin and it traps moisture, sure, but it doesn't actually moisturize. It's not a moisturizer. It's just like a trap. So that's why I like oils, because they actually go into your skin and they absorb into dry skin and stuff like that. And then the honey, same way. I mean, honey is a good moisturizer, but it's also like nature's Band-Aid. It helps protect it. And it's got those antimicrobial properties. So while it's protecting, it's healing. And so I just kind of put all of that in there as one big, what?
Skinner Farms.
He's my Sunday night side piece. Hey, Mary Catherine, welcome. We're actually about to end it, but I mean, you guys are still here talking, so I'll talk a little bit longer. But I try to be mindful of people's time. I don't want to be like too long of a live. I can't do the marathon lives, 4-hour lives. Like I don't know. I feel like if I did a 4-hour live, my mods would I know I would feel obligated to stick around as long as possible, and I don't feel like that's fair. So I try not to do that.
I'd be a little upset about it.
What?
Having to stick around for 4 hours.
Yeah, I just don't like to do that. So, what videos this week? We did well, you mean this coming week or the ones we did last week? The ones we did last week were the lilac syrup and the wound cream. This week I'm doing a video, and I've got most of the rough cuts done on the shed delivery and conversion into a home office space. And then I'm not sure what the second one's going to be yet. I think I had an idea in my mind and I completely forget what it was. It might be a food one. I plan to do butternut squash soup this week, so maybe I'll film that. That's one I've been wanting to do on the channel. It's so good. This is the best butternut squash soup I've ever had. Donald loves it. Dad gets excited when I make it. I mean, it's so good.
It's legit.
So maybe I'll do that one if that's something you guys are interested in. I plan to grow some butternut squash this year too. Hey, Thorhaven, welcome.
I don't think anybody can feel as though it's no, never mind.
Well, he like did a bunch of gardening and like butchered a cow. Like he's been busy. Drops likes butternut squash. Yes. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a video on the shed conversion and a butternut squash soup recipe this week then. And then I do want to do the water bear video, but I have to get I have to make sure we have microscope slides for that. And then we're going to see if we can find a water bear. The quest for the water bear, which I think I still have a picture of a water bear. Yes. The water bear. We're going to find one.
Well,
the most epic microscopic creature.
So it's almost like paint me like one of your French girls.
Paint me like one of your French microbes. So we're gonna find one. I'm here for as long as y'all are looking forward to them every week. Aw. Skinner makes me blush. I'm just saying. Could not get your video on chicks and goats to work. Not sure if it was just me. I know it ran for like 2.5 hours, and then my camera, like the internet went crazy and it stopped. And I said, I think it was like 5 o'clock. I said, I'm not going to worry about running it because I turn it off at 7 anyway, because Big Bear goes live at 8. But we might do another live cam tomorrow. I was going to do one today, but it's been raining and thundering all day. So Albany just got home for picking up a pair of goslings. They are 2 weeks old and twice the size of my chicks. That's awesome. I'd love to get geese again. We had a goose named Lucy Goosey, and she hung herself by accident. I felt so bad.
Oh, yeah, with the electric netting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she was kind of mean, but we bought her when she was older. I think if you buy them as goslings, it's better for the chickens.
Yeah.
So, nobody did your pizza challenge. I didn't even know about the pizza challenge. I like pizza. Donald likes pizza.
Wait.
We
What?
could do a pizza challenge. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I'll do it.
Drops homemade pizza challenge.
We're gonna have to look that up.
He just hashtagged it.
All right, we're gonna look it up. How you make your pizza from scratch? Ooh.
What? Okay. Real quick. What's the criteria? Does it have to be pizza?
Can it be different types of pizza?
Can it be like different type of crust pizza or what?
I know what my favorite pizza is that I make. That's homemade.
The little one or the mini one or the?
Oh, I do like that one. That's not really. Can you really consider that homemade though? Because it's got a tortilla crust.
Oh yeah.
I do the keto one and the cauliflower one, but with the special ingredients that we use. You have to make your own dough. Yeah.
Apparently, I'm just like that. I'm no longer a side piece.
What happened? Who's his side piece now? I missed it. I'm missing everything. I'm up for the pizza challenge, but you also need to do the onesie challenge. What are these challenges that I'm missing out on? You guys gotta update me. I'm not in the cool club here. And the Homestead, I keep out of it because there's so much drama in the community that I'm like, I'm just gonna stay over here and do my own thing. So I feel like I missed out on this cool stuff. You guys are like my inner circle.
I wonder if I can make my bread.
You can try.
Pizza crust.
I think Donald makes a really good. Now we got the recipe from someone else, but it's a really good, easy. Was it 4 ingredient?
4 ingredients.
Bread. I think he should do a video on that. But that's just me. Hey, Tinker's wife. Oh, okay. I didn't know her birthday party was tonight. I'll have to hop over there after this. Thor says he'll send us the link to the onesie challenge. Awesome. That'd be awesome. Because you got me curious now. So pizza challenge. I think I missed out on so many challenges this year. Mama Z had a challenge I wanted to do. There was like a breakfast biscuits challenge at one point. I think Sherry from Two Family or Nana's Menagerie had a challenge I missed out on. Well, we only just got the camera at the end of March, so I'm using that as my excuse. I just didn't have a very good camera. But now that we do, I don't have an excuse. And then last week we did the app review video for that Think Dirty app. I don't think that one did as well, but that was me experimenting with some video editing techniques anyway, so I wasn't too worried about it. But yes, 380-ish hours. That's all we got left. So June 1st is our deadline. We're going to really push it these last 2 weeks of May. But if you guys can help out in any way running our channel, running the whole shebang of Copper Kettle, that's pretty much all of our videos in one playlist, including all the lives. So it's easy to just kind of let that one run for a couple hours. And then hopefully we'll make it. And then I'm going to try to get Donald, probably not this week with the soil video, because I know he likes to do a little bit of pre-planning, but the week after. I'm going to try to get him to put out a video on soil stuff. You have been challenged, Donald. Do you accept?
Sure.
You don't even make it dramatic. You could at least be dramatic about it and say something like, I have accepted thy challenge. Be dramatic with it. Follow the vibe.
What vibe?
The challenge vibe.
Well, that's like a guy. I mean, yeah. Okay. Cool.
Whatever.
I can do it.
Whatever. We planted 2 trailer loads of flowers today. Yeah, we're behind on our flowers. And then some of my herbs we transplanted, not in the garden, but into bigger pots. And some of them are dying. And I'm like, why? I hate it. I'm gonna plant some more.
I hate all the things.
The ones that died, I'm gonna replant. I don't even care. Like 2 lavenders died. I think 1 survived. So what I need to start doing is just plant them in the big pots right away, because that seems, when I plant them in those little cells, They don't seem to do as well. Does anybody else have that issue when you transplant to a bigger container and then it's like, oh, well, now I want to die, even though you've been taking care of me for the last month? My 19-inch meat lover's pizza weighed over 5 pounds. Wow. I think my ideal pizza is like a pepperoni, mushrooms, goat cheese, pesto.
Okay, getting better.
And maybe jalapenos or banana peppers and black olives.
White pizza.
I mean, I can go with white pizza. I like that garlic Alfredo sauce. That's pretty good. But those are my toppings. Yeah, Donald is laid back, like whatever, you do it.
Yeah, sure, okay. Whatever.
See, I'm the one that stresses all the time about everything. He's the one that doesn't care.
No.
I guess that's supposed to balance us out.
Reword that.
Oh, was I wrong?
Yes. I care.
But
I just don't stress about it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
oh, okay. I want it to happen, so I'll make it happen, and I'll stress until I make it happen. That's how I work. I manifest it through my stress. I am a stress manifester. Yeah. I prefer Alfredo sauce and pizza. Yeah, I actually prefer white pizzas, but I do like a good tomato sauce with all those toppings. Just sent the onesie challenge through Facebook. Awesome. Did you send it to me? I think I saw it on my phone pop up. Oh, we love you, Skinner Farms. I just sent my garden pics to your Facebook Messenger, Crystal. Thank you, TJ. I appreciate that. I'll check that out after this. We're going to be up for a little while tonight because he's off tomorrow. And I think we just kind of, I don't know. I thought I was going to.
Spending time together.
Yeah, but I think I want to plant some more tonight, too. Since we've got that soil in here, I think I will plant some more herbs tonight and stuff. I had this mallow flower. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a mallow flower. Let's see if I can find a picture real quick.
Have to do the picture.
But it's so gorgeous. And I've had these seeds 2 years in a row now. I've been trying to grow this freaking flower, and I can't grow it. I don't know why, but it's so stinking pretty. I think ours is pink. So I can find a picture real quick. It's like pink and green or something. See, these look like hibiscus. That's the other thing I do. I got to plant some hibiscus seeds tonight because I am addicted. Oh, here we go. This flower, I'm going to show you guys. This is what I've been trying to plant and grow. And every time I plant it, it just says, no, I don't like you and I'm not going to grow for you. And I'm like, fine. Die in a pot like a loser.
It's got salty in here.
So this flower, love it, want it, try to grow it. Doesn't want to cooperate. I love it. I don't know why I can't grow it. It was growing fine. It had popped up and I'm like, here, have some water. And it's like, oh, thank you. Ooh. So trust the naked gardeners. They won't let you down. Yeah, zinnias are really good. I love those flowers too. They seem to do really well. I think for flower, like cosmos did really well for us. Zinnias, scarlet sage. What was that other sage? The purple one. Russian sage, I think, did really well.
No, I think that was a salvia.
Oh, yes. The salvia was really good. So we're behind on our flowers, but, you know, we're still at a time point where we could still grow them, I think. So, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to head off to you guys. I really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. We will be live again next Sunday. We'll have 2 videos out this week on the shed conversion and also the butternut squash soup. So I'll make sure to get that out for you guys this week. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you next Sunday. And don't forget, don't treat your soil like dirt.
Peace.
Peace out.